I put AdSense on my blog, tonyflorida.com, back in April of 2020, and on my first day, I earned a whopping 1 cent from ads. 18 months later, I can happily say that my earnings have increased, and so in this video, I want to share with you exactly how much money I make with AdSense on this website, so let's have a look. Alright guys, I first want to give you an idea of how much traffic I get on my website at tonyflorida.com. And here in my Google Analytics dashboard, you can see that I was averaging about 250 visitors to my website per day, and more recently this has increased to closer to 500 visitors per day. The vast majority of my visitors are from the United States, with other English-speaking countries making up spots 2, 3, and 4. The reason I bring this up is because the amount that you can earn with AdSense is highly dependent on how much advertisers are willing to pay to put an ad in front of your website visitors, and there are certain countries where advertisers are willing to pay more. Now, we'll look at this more in a second, but first I want to share with you how much money I personally made on my website over the past 18 months. From just about 150,000 page views with nearly 600,000 ad impressions, I made a total of $900 from AdSense ads on tonyflorida.com over the course of 475 days. This averages out to a page RPM of $6.16. In case you're not familiar, RPM stands for revenue per mil and essentially means revenue per 1,000 page views in this case. So to arrive at an RPM of $6.16, you simply divide your earnings by your page views after you move the decimal place over 3 places. Now, each page on my website doesn't show just one ad, so there's also the impression RPM, which was $1.51 for me. Similarly, you simply divide your earnings by the number of impressions after you move the decimal place over 3 places, of course, to arrive at your impressions RPM. So those numbers are just the average RPMs across my entire website. But as you can see here, my page RPM was as high as $24 in July of 2021 and as low as just a few cents after first putting ads on my website. The same variation can be seen depending on the number of page views. At most, I saw over 1,000 visitors on my website on a single day, while some of the worst performing days only saw less than 10 visitors to my website. The point here is that the amount of money that you stand to earn with Google AdSense will not only vary from day to day, but will also depend on what topics you blog about and, like I said, where your website visitors are coming from. Here you can see that my page RPM for visitors in the United States is actually above average at $7.28. To my surprise, Iran and Italy have some of the highest RPMs, while countries like China, the Philippines, and India yield an RPM of less than $1. One feature that I particularly like about Google AdSense is that you can see which pages on your website are earning you the most money. And as you can see here, this one blog post about cargo vans makes up over a quarter of my revenue thanks to a high number of page views. I've recently placed ads on some of my other websites, so I'm excited to see how the revenues compare to each other. And not only that, but watch as my revenue grows and of course, share this with you guys. I have a video over here if you want to get started with ads on your WordPress website, so check that out. Thank you guys for watching. Subscribe for more like this from me in the future, and if you do, I will see you in the next one.